Okay, let's go to Rachel Maddow. Let's go to Rachel Maddow with Hillary Clinton, because I already got you going with it.
Number one, that if people around him whom he has appointed are trying to save the country from potentially disastrous decisions he might make, that's deeply troubling. But it's also bothersome to see these anonymous sources saying this because I understand the dilemma they think they face. They think that if they're not there, after them, the deluge, there will be a total catastrophe. But I think at some point they owe it to the country, and they owe it to people who supported Donald Trump.
There's a lot of things about Hillary Clinton I don't like. Sorry about that, guys. A lot of things about Hillary that I do not like. They go far beyond the super predator comment that she made back in the 90s. It goes beyond the fracking that she sold, TPP that she sold, NAFTA that she sold. These things. There's even something more basic about Hillary Clinton that I have a problem with, and it's that Hillary Clinton is always triangulating every conversation. Even when she speaks here, she says, well, these people are trying to save the country, and it's really sad that they got to try to do this. It's sad that they would do this because, that's not their role. But I'm glad they're doing it. But then again, it's like the snake that eats its own tail. That's who Hillary Clinton is. And people get tired of it. No one respects it. No one goes, ooh, this is great. A person that's on both sides of every issue, no matter what it is. Now, Rachel Maddow, the people say when I put on Donna Brazile, I was giving her a cushy interview. Like, Rachel Maddow asked not zero hard questions. Like, zero. There were zero hard questions in this interview. Nothing at all. Nothing. No, she didn't ask, well, which one is it, Hillary? Which one do you support? Rachel Maddow lets it go. So, I have a problem with this. It's horrible, but this is par course for a Hillary Clinton interview. All right? So, Robbie Mook, you've coached your candidate well, and this is why she lost. So let's keep going and see more of Hillary Clinton.
Fully appreciate what is potentially possible under this presidency. What I worry about, Rachel, is that after this election, this president's going to wholesale fire people. That's my prediction for tonight, okay. Like my prediction from last year. And if we don't have one or both houses of Congress in place, he will be even more uncontrollable. And
Hold on. Donald Trump is capable to fire anybody he wants to fire. These are people that were hired by him. These are not people that were nominated by the people. These are people that he chose, and he could unchoose them. There are a lot of people in the Trump administration that I wish he'd fire. Jeff Sessions comes to mind. Betsy DeVos comes to mind. Rick Perry comes to mind. There's a lot of people that I wish he would get rid of. Steve Mnuchin comes to mind. There are a lot of people that Donald Trump has in his cabinet that I wish he would get rid of. And you saying you got a problem with that because you think maybe one of these people or some of these people have been thwarting him. And notice that Hillary Clinton never brings up what are the things that they're stopping Trump from doing. Because I'd like to know what things that Trump has done that she really has a problem with. See, she risks nothing. She risks nothing. She puts nothing on the line and she risks nothing. And then she goes, why aren't people excited about me? Must be because I'm a woman. No, it's because you risk nothing and you say nothing.
Unaccountable. He will fire people in the White House. He will fire people in his administration who he thinks are crossing him, questioning him, undermining him. And I think about all of the hours I spent in the Situation Room with President Obama. And we had vigorous disagreements about all kinds of issues. But I never, ever, ever doubted that the president was making the best decision he could based on the facts and the evidence as we were required to present it to him. He didn't say to us, well, here's what I believe. Here's what my gut tells me. He said, what's the evidence? What are the facts? What are the consequences from, path A to path Z? That's not happening in this White House. And so the president is close to being uncontrollable. There are people still in there who, by their own admission, are trying to hold on to prevent even worse things from happening. And at some point, the American public has to say, number one, You know, I may disagree with Democrats. I may disagree with, you know, the direction of this administration. But one thing I believe in is we have to have checks and balances. That's why we have to vote for Democrats in November.
So Hillary Clinton, and I mean this very sincerely, guys, and I hope that somebody from the Clinton campaign is watching this, and I hope that some of my Vote Blue Anywho people were watching this, because it's not that there aren't some Democratic policies that are better or more superior, I feel, than Republican policies. It's just that when you have someone like Hillary Clinton who totally epitomizes what it means to not risk anything. Look, she won't even say specifically what are the policies that Donald Trump has implemented that she has a problem with. I bet none of those would be war, would they? Because Obama was bombing the hell out of countries too, and she was in that situation room going along with it. Were those the things that you were vehemently opposed to with Obama? Are those things that you vehemently oppose now with Trump? What are the things that you vehemently oppose about Donald Trump's policies right now? I don't mean his tweets. I mean policy. I want to know exactly what you would be doing different. Even after losing twice, not having any power, not holding a position, you still cannot be specific. And this was part of the problem when she ran. She wasn't specific. It was all platitudes. I mean, Trump had bad ideas. At least he had some. Hillary has no idea. She can't be specific and tell us what it is that Trump is doing that she detests so badly. And I'm sure it's going to be the wall that I don't think will get built. Were you talking to Obama about splitting up those families when he was doing it back when he was in office? The mass deportations that made Obama the deporter-in-chief? That for some reason most of the people watching had no idea about until 2017, 2016? Wasn't that much oxygen given to that message? So what I'm saying is Hillary Clinton still can't go on the record and tell us what it is that she stands for and stands against, what she opposes. And at the end of the day, I oppose Donald Trump. It's not going to be enough to get you elected. Nor will it be enough to make the country go in a better direction. You have to state what it is you want to accomplish and how people benefit from it. Not just tell me voting for you will be historic. Not just tell me we need to stop the orange guy. No, I need to know what it will mean to stop. What that would mean. What you're going to do different. ABC. All right.
I don't give a shit.
I keep thinking they don't, man. I keep thinking they don't give a shit.